Yeah. But we're not going to talk about Afro token. I just want us that much. I want us to analyze the market, and yeah, do some analysis for tomorrow. I can give you guys what I'm looking at. And I'm not going to speak like those people who say the markets are like who speak like they know what's going to happen in the markets. No. I give you guys my perspective and yeah, if the market moves, I react. Yeah, that's how I trade. I don't call out sure trades or anything like that. So I hope you guys can see my screen. I hope it's visible. Let's just break it down. So today this was the setup that I sent out. Now this was the whole breakdown of it. Even though I deleted most of this, like the trend line, I moved it, and um, this resistance stand support. Yeah, but I woke up in the morning. I woke up at around 8 today, and at first I didn't see a picture of the market. Of course, I did the breakdown. I did the breakdown from this time frame, and I can see that here we have this head and shoulders. Yeah, inverse head and shoulders from exactly. I always try to bring it as in as possible. We have this head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders here. Of course, someone can think this is the push. Yes, it is, but it presents itself with another movement here for us to keep buying that market. But as you all know, I'm a scalper, I'm a day trader, so I don't hold trades for very long, unless it's Bitcoin that I'm trading. I can hold Bitcoin for so many days, but as for GBPUSD, no, a few days. Now, the way we look at our strategies, we're going to get the smallest price movement, and as long as we're able to profit off of this, we are going to execute. Now, the downtrend on the 4-hour time frame looks like it was just a small retracement. Yeah, you can see that this is a solid downtrend. If you go to the 1-hour time frame, it's a solid downtrend. It's a solid downtrend here on the 4-hour time frame. But if you look at um the previous movement of the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this is just a retracement. And that's when your Fibonacci is supposed to come in and help you think. Yeah, at first I didn't get a bias, but when I pulled in my Fibonacci retracement, you can see that now, guys, the way how you use the Fibonacci is you don't have to use all the points. No, I don't know. My friend from Nigeria is not here today. I think anyway, he will listen in. Yeah. So the way you use the Fibonacci, you're not supposed to use it all the points. In trading, you're supposed to find the niche that works for you. And if you prove it on your strategy that it can work for you, that's when you come and apply it in your trading and focus on only that. And that's why you see my Fibonacci only has the 50 and the 61.8 area. You get? Because I don't want to cloud my mind. I only want to focus on that Fibonacci area. So I take this as my golden area. And it's every setup that I'm using the Fibonacci to build, I build around that. I don't look at the 38.2. And also it depends on the market structure. Yeah. There's a video on market structure. At times when you're back testing your market structure before analyzing for the present day, just a minute, before analyzing for the present day, consider how the market has been moving. You may land in a market which mostly respects the 38.2. In that market, the 61.8 is not going to work there. No, it won't. There is supposed to twist your strategy a little bit so that that 38.2 Fibonacci area works. Now, this one, GBP, since I've been trading GBP for many years now, I use the 61.8 and the 50 area. It's called the mean area, and it's the one most people use. And it's what I use on GBP. Now, the blue lines, the little blue lines are called psychological levels. For those who know my strategy, you know what they mean. So, look, I find the 61.8 area and know that, okay, I've got a niche. Now, if you go back, if you go to the 1-hour time frame, you're not going to find a trend line for today's setup, but you're going to find a movement to the downside, which on the 4-hour time frame is at a 61.8 area. So what happens when you go down to a lower time frame? You're going to look at chart patterns. Chart patterns speak language for you. They help you think faster. You get, they think above. Now, coming on, you're going to see that there is this W pattern. This is how I broke down this trade 8 area here. Now I'm looking for a chart pattern in that area that caused this whole reversal here. You get a reversal from the 61.8. Now, if you go down to the real basics of trading, the foundation, I don't trade ICT because that's a concept. That's like someone's cult. I'm not going to do that. I want to see how the market is moving. The W pattern is here. Now, what do we do when we see such patterns? Sorry, guys, just a minute. What do you do when you see such patterns? Now you're going to look around this area for reversal patterns. I'm breaking down the setup. I can see that this market has moved down. This can be a retracement, by the way, on this structure here. That's why I told you guys minutes ago, this market has GBP on a good day can do 50 pips. But for it to find 100 pips, it has to be a market relying on fundamentals. You get it? This is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. If you go and backtest Monday, you're going to find out that GBP didn't do so many moves at a go. You get it did 40 pips or 50 pips, then ended the day. So that's why I'm getting out from here. This is all a storyline. So market has moved, a retracement is coming, and the retracement can give me 50 pips. So why not take the buy? So I continue to break it down. Down here, I was buying pressure. If I bring the indicators, I always bring indicators at the end. The TDI is the only indicator that I use because it rounds up all of them. It rounds up centimeter indicators. It rounds up the RSI, Bollinger Bands, all of that. Now, if you look here closely, you can see you see that we have this buy would be valid. So after that, after doing that analysis, what else am I going to consider? Remember, the market was around here when I called this trade, but I'm still breaking down what happened in the past for it to move up here. And what do I expect? So that's when I come down to the 15-minute time frame. Guys, I told you we're not going to spend a lot of time here. We can learn the smallest thing in the smallest time possible and apply it to our trading. A lot happened here. The market reversed and started moving up. It left structure, which it broke out of. And when the market reached the support and resistance structure, flashed to the upside. So when I saw it flash to the upside, it might have like, okay, we haven't got a W pattern. This market can leave me behind, but there is one rule as a trader: avoid expensive prices. If that market has gone, let it go. So I mark out, and in that touch, there was what we call demand structure. There's a demand zone here. Guys, I don't trade demand and supply, but demand zones are present in the economy. This is an economy. There are two economies involved, the pound and the dollar. So if I look at it past the candlesticks, you can see there is demand here. This is the demand structure right here on this last bearish candle. Now, most times if you see the market move with a lot of momentum, most times it will come back to test the demand or supply zone before moving to the upside. So you can see here it left demand. So what did I do? I sent the setup out. I sent the setup. You can scroll in the main group. And when the market came and just touched there, as of course, you guys don't know how I enter entries. I can enter 50 entries as long as I know the number of entries I'm going to enter. If this week I entered and the market started flashing up, this was supposed to be the initial entry, and this is why I entered the biggest lot sizes today, and the market started moving. That's why I was so confident. That engulfing was present enough to tell me that buyers are willing to take this market to the upside, and that's why I rode it to the upside. Yeah. So only Kwang and Yang King are from the private group today. I don't know, I didn't communicate. That's why at 8 most people are silent, but it's fine. They'll catch the recording on YouTube. Yeah. So that was today's setup. And we have the retracement that came in later on to again touch this another demand zone. And now it's moving. Currently, I've closed out most of my entries. And if it's to continue moving, it's going to be a hard one. But yeah, it can continue moving. So that was today's setup. The only time I'm going to sell this market is if there is a break of what we call this trend line here. If there's a solid break, it will send me this setup right back to here. But we have another point of a buy here. It's because this area has a Fibonacci area, I believe so. Let's do that. Yeah, it can have if for example 61.8 area and a 50%. Yeah. And the reason I'm saying it can come back there is because we're entering the Asian session in a few minutes, few hours from now. And the way these candlesticks are moving, yes, there are no bears, but it can just play around for the longest period of time. Yeah. Oh, there's an order block. Wow. And that's why I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to continue buying. I'll just wait for the retracement and the consolidation right to this. The most interesting part is it breaking here and giving us a retracement. This is what I call a very sure trade. If it breaks the trend line, gives us an area because we shall have perspectives that I'm looking at for tomorrow. Now I've already planned my trade. Tomorrow when I wake up, I know what to look at. Yeah, I know what the market. I know what I'm looking at in the market. So that's simply how I trade. Yeah, that's simply how I trade. So I don't know if there are any questions. If there are questions, you can just write them down in the chat. Yeah. I've not been trading Bitcoin a lot because it hasn't been giving a movement. Even though right now it looks nice right now, but now Bitcoin hasn't been doing well for me. Wow, okay, I missed a very nice trend line here. I don't know, internet is lagging, but yeah. I can sell Bitcoin if it breaks below its trend line because now it's giving a very nice movement to the upside. This is what we call a channel, right? So very funny. Bitcoin is funny right now. So I'm not going to do a lot on that. Wow, okay, this is nice. Hey, we got a zone here. I don't know which trade was this. Mark is not on the basis we did last week for this buy. For this buy. So I don't know. Yeah, so guys, that's it. I don't know if there are questions. I don't know if there are questions. Are there any questions? That's all I wanted to share today, actually. Okay, which pair is this that I pushed those two so well? Okay, this didn't happen, but it's still possible for those who swing. Even though I analyzed it well from here, it didn't reach. Yeah, it can still reach though. It can still reach. Are there any questions? Okay, I don't see questions in the chat unless someone is raising their hands. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. Mark has just reached. Mark, if you can unmute yourself, how has been the trading? I saw you hosted a session yesterday. Was it yesterday with the team? I wasn't available.
Yeah, good evening.
What's happening? I saw you hit take profit yesterday.
I didn't have live, we had the live on Saturday, but yeah, I took that buy on G yesterday. Today, actually, I entered the buy a bit late. I entered after the retracement of your trade. That retracement that came back, that's when I took on my buy. I'm still in it up to now. After.
That's amazing. I closed out a few minutes ago, and I'm just looking at tomorrow.
I'm waiting up to a bit 10 p.m. Before the job hours. That's when I closed.
All right. So you phoned me ending the session. Nothing much to share. Just my view for today's setup. Tomorrow I'll be active. This week I want to make Christmas money.
Could you go to the UI again?
But there's nothing much here though. Right now.
Pardon?
You already know what's there. I don't see anything that much here. Though there's a trend line that has been broken here. Get a pullback. May get a pullback. May get a pullback. Let's see. Yeah.
I was waiting for that pullback actually.
Yeah. May get a pullback to this area. And also in the same area I'm seeing a psychological. So we may get a nice pullback there. Because also there's also a supply zone. I'm seeing a nice supply zone. May get us in. Let me see. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now it's short, but we can't speak for the markets. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So it will be better if I wait for a pullback because our USD JPY tends to give us those pullbacks. You can even see how it's moving here. This has a pullback support and resistance structure. It follows, I don't know, demand and supply of Fibonacci's for.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for me. Allow me to stop here. We're not supposed to spend a lot of time analysis, but I'm active tomorrow. Let's trade. All right, guys. Have a good night.